Good day everyone, this is Charmark TV for another video and today magsasolve tayo ng problems involving rates. So simulan na natin. Okay, so kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung topic about rates and unit rates, mangyari na panoorin nyo muna yung video na makikita ninyo yung link sa upper right corner ng inyong screen or mayroon ding link sa description. Okay, so dito is magsasolve tayo ng problems na may kinalaman sa rate. So first, magsasolve tayo ng problem kung saan kukunin natin yung unit rate, no? So, pag sinabing unit rate, ito yung rate kung saan kapag sinulat natin siya as fraction, bali yung denominator niya ay 1. So, kagaya nito, a car covers a distance of 240 kilometers in 3 hours. Find the speed of a car. So, to find the speed of a car, basically ang hinahanap natin dito is yung unit rate. So, to write two quantities in rate, 'di ba? In ratio form, 'di ba? Bale, ang gagawin natin is isusulat natin in fraction. So, the given quantities are 240 kilometers at saka 3 hours. So that in fraction form, such that yung sa numerator ay mas malaking number, which is 240 kilometers, no? Bale, ito na siya, 240 kilometers over 3 hours. Okay? And then, to get the unit rate, simply i-divide mo lang yung numerator sa denominator, which is 3 hours. Ano po? So, 240 divided by 30, that is equal to 80. And then, isulat natin yung appropriate unit, no? Kilometer per hour. So, by the way, yung itong fraction bar, ang basa dito ay per. Kaya ang basa dito ay kilometers per hour. Kaya naman, ang speed po ng car ay 80 kilometers per hour, which is what we call the unit rate because the denominator is 1. So, magagamit natin itong konseptong ito para masolve natin yung problems na may kinalaman sa rate. So, yeah, magbibigay tayo ng examples. Okay, so let's start with this one. Eggs cost 27 pesos for 3 pieces. How much 5 eggs cost? So, to solve this problem is dapat alamin mo muna yung unit rate. Katulad ng diniscuss ko sa inyo nung previous video. Ano po? So, ang gagawin po natin is kukunin natin yung unit rate about eggs. So, the two given quantities for this part of the problem, bali 27 pesos at saka 3 pieces. No? So, take note kapag magsusulat tayo ng rate, bali ang numerator is usually yung larger quantity, which is 27 pesos. Ano po? So, 27 pesos over yung eggs po, which is 3. No? So, 3 eggs. Okay? Ayan po. So, 27 pesos over 3 eggs. So, we have to find the unit rate. Okay? So, to find the unit rate, i-divide mo lang yung numerator sa denominator. So, 27 divided by 3 magiging 9. So, ibig sabihin, ang unit rate po is 9 pesos per egg. So, ibig sabihin, bawat itlog, ang presyo nun ay 9 pesos. Now, to answer this problem is, kukunin natin kung ano ba ang cost ng 5 itlog. No? So, by using this unit rate, which is 9 pesos per egg, no? 9 pesos per egg, imumultiply natin doon sa number of eggs, which is 5. So, 5 eggs. So that, pag binultiply natin to makakancel yung eggs, leaving us with 9 pesos times 5. So, we have 9 times 5, that is equal to 45 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, kapag bibili ka ng itlog, bale, ang ibabayad mo ay 45 pesos. And this is the answer for problem number 1. Next, number 2. Mika jogs 6 kilometers for 2 hours on Tuesday. Keeping her rate constant, how far will she go if she will jog for 3 hours on Thursday? So, sabi daw si Mika, nag-jogging siya tapos na-cover niya yung distance na 6 kilometers for 2 hours. Okay? Ngayon, magja-jogging siya ng Thursday. Target niya is 3 hours. So, gaano kalayo ang mararating niya? Okay? So, ilang kilometro yon. So, first, ang kukunin muna natin is yung unit rate. Diba? Unit rate muna tayo. So, bale, ang numerator po natin ay 6 kilometers over 2 hours. Okay? So, isulat natin as rate. 6 kilometers at saka 2 hours. Ano po? And then, to get the unit rate, simply, i-divide mo lang yung 6 sa 2. So, 6 divided by 2, magiging 3 na siya. And then, isulat natin yung appropriate unit. So, 3 kilometer per hour. So, this is yung yung unit rate ni Mika, 3 kilometers per hour. Okay? Now, maintaining his rate, the 3 kilometers per hour, yan yung tinatawag na speed. Ano po? So, 3 kilometers per hour. So, using this rate, gaano kalayo ang mararating niya kapag nag-jogging siya ng 3 hours on Thursday. So, para masagot natin, simply multiply mo lang yung unit rate sa 3 hours. So, 3 kilometers per hour, ita-times natin sa 3 hours. Bali, makakancel na yung hours, diba? So that, matitira na lang ay 3 times 3. So, 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And then, isulat natin yung unit, which is kilometers. So, ibig sabihin, si Mika, kapag 3 hours siya nag-jogging, bale, makukover niya yung distance na 9 kilometers. And this is the answer. Next, number 3. Denise is managing her photo cards so that she can fit 8 photo cards per page of her photo card album. If the album has 20 pages, how many photo cards does Denise fit in? So, first, alamin muna natin yung unit rate, no? So, the two quantities or units na ginamit dito sa problem na ito ay 8 photo cards tapos yung page. Okay? And as you can see, we have this phrase 8 photo cards per page. Pag ganun guys, no, per page, mga ganun, ibig sabihin naka-unit rate na agad siya. So, ibig sabihin ang unit rate dito, no, unit rate is 8 photo cards per page. So ibig sabihin sa bawat page kayang pagkasyahin yung 8 photo cards. So dahil ang denominator ay 1, bale matatawag natin itong unit rate. Okay? So given ang unit rate sa problem, ano po? So ang tinatanong dito is ilan bang photo cards daw ang kakasya doon sa album, no? Kung yung photo card album ni Denise ay may 20 pages. Okay, so ilang photo cards yon? So by using this unit rate, imumultiply natin sa number of pages, which is 20. At doon natin makukuha kung ilang photo cards yon. So 8 photo cards per page. And then ito times natin sa 20 pages ng kanyang photo card album. So, makakasin yung pages. Bali, ang matitira is 8 times 20 and then yung unit na photo cards. So, 8 times 20 is equal to 160. So, ibig sabihin, si Denise kayang pagkasyahin yung 160 photo cards sa kanyang photo card album. So, the answer is 160 photo cards. Ayan po. Next, number 4. A car runs at 176 kilometers in 2 hours. Find the speed. How far does the car go if it is running for 5 hours, assuming that the speed is constant? So, sabi daw, yung kotse, tumakbo siya ng 176 kilometers sa loob ng 2 hours. So, ang hinahanap dito is speed. Okay, so ang speed po is the unit of rate kung saan gaano kalayo nagmo-move yung isang object at a given period of time. So, ayan po yung speed. Bale, ang kukunin natin is yung unit rate. At ang magiging unit rate nun ay yung tinatawag na speed. Okay? So, to get the unit rate, sulat muna natin yung two quantities in fraction form. We have 176 kilometers at saka 2 hours. No? So, 176 kilometers over 2 hours. Bali, naka-fraction siya. And then, to get the unit rate, i-divide lang natin yung 176 sa 2. Magiging na siya? 88 kilometer per hour. So, kopya lang natin yung unit, no? Ayan po. So, ibig sabihin, ang unit rate po is 88 kilometers per hour. And thus, ayan po yung speed ng car. So, this is the speed of the car, which is 88 kilometers per hour. So, nasagot natin yung first question. So, para sa second question naman, how far does the car go if it is running for 5 hours, assuming that the speed is constant? So, ang hinahanap naman ngayon is kung gaano kalayo natatakbo yung car kapag tumakbo siya for a total of 5 hours. So, gaano kalayo yun? Ilang kilometers yon? So, using the constant speed, which is 88 kilometers, assume natin na ito yung constant speed niya. So, 88 kilometers per hour. Ita times natin doon sa number of hours, which is 5 hours. No? So, kapag minultiply natin, so, syempre makakancel yung R. Ang matitira is kilometers. Yun ang magiging distance covered niya. No? So, 88 times 5 becomes 440. And then, isulat natin yung unit na kilometer. And that's it. So, sa loob ng 5 hours, yung kotse ay nakatakbo ng 440 kilometers. So, this is the answer. Next, number 5. In a typing test, Lance can type 243 words in 3 minutes. How many words can he type in 1 minute? 5 minutes. So, there are, again, 2 questions just like number 4. So, bali, ang kukunin natin is number of words na tinatype niya sa loob ng 1 minuto. Tapos, pangalawang tanong is, ilang salita ba ang natatype niya sa loob ng 5 minuto? So, basically, 1 minute, yun po magiging denominator natin. Diba? So, kung isusulat natin as rate, no, we have 243 words. Yun ang magiging numerator natin over 3 minutes. Okay? So, ayan po yung rate. And then, first, of course, katulad sa ibang problems is, kukunin muna natin yung unit rate. Okay? So, to get the unit rate, i-divide na lang natin yung 243 sa 3, leaving us with 81. Then, isulat natin yung correct unit. So, words per minute. So, ibig sabihin, sa loob ng 1 minuto, nakatype siya ng 81 words. So, this answers the first question, which is actually the unit rate. So, the answer to this first question is 81 words per minute. Okay? Pero ang tinatanong doon is number of words. So, basically, the answer is 81 words. Okay? Ito kasi unit rate. So, 81 words talaga yung answer. Okay? And then, the second question is, ilang words ba ang natatype niya sa loob ng 5 minuto? So, gamit ang unit rate na 81 words, diba? So, bali, 81 words per minute. Bali, ita-times natin sa 5 minutes. Okay? So, that makakancel yung minutes. And then, imumultiply na lang natin yung 81 sa 5. So, 81 times 5 should be equal to 405. And then, isulat natin yung unit na words. Okay, so this means si Lance daw ay nakatype ng 405 words sa loob ng 5 minuto. So, yeah, the answer is 81 words for 1 minute and 405 words for 5 minutes. Okay, number 6, this is the last one. A plane flew 1,116 kilometers in 2 hours. Find the speed of the plane. How far did it flew in 1 minute? So, again, dalawa yung tanong dito. So, ang hinahanap is yung speed of the plane, no? And then, how far did it flew in 1 minute? So, ilang kilometro ang nakukover niya sa loob ng isang minuto. Okay? So, first, of course, kunin muna natin yung unit rate, no? So, unit rate. So, bale, ang given quantity dito sa problem ay 1,116 kilometers and then 2 hours. Okay? So, ito yung magiging numerator natin, 1116 kilometer divided by 2 hours. So, to get the unit rate, which is, yan yung magiging speed ng plane, ano po? So, i-divide natin yung 1116 divided by 2. So, 1116 or 1,116 divided by 2. This will become 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. Then, 11 minus 10, 1, carry 1. Then, 11 times 2 is, 11 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, magiging 1, bring down 6, and then 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 8 times 12 equals 16. So, we have a quotient of 558. So, ibig sabihin, yung plane po ay may speed na 558 kilometers per hour. So, ito po yung speed of the plane, which is 558 kilometers per hour. Okay? So, nasagot natin yung unang tanong. And then, ang pangalawang tanong is, how far did it flew in 1 minute? So, bale, diba, makikita natin yung speed na 558 kilometers per hour. Ibig sabihin nun, sa loob ng isang oras, 558 kilometers ang nakocover niya. Bali, ilang kilometro yon kapag isang minuto. So, yung 558 is already 1 hour. Ano po? 1 hour na tong 558. So, to get the distance na nilakbay niya or nilipad niya sa loob ng isang minuto, i-divide natin sa 60. So, 558 kilometer per hour, i-divide natin sa 60. Bakit 60? Kasi there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So, itong 558 is already 60 minutes. So, to get the distance in 1 minute, so, i-divide natin yung 558 sa 60. Okay? So, let's do this. Ano po? So, 558 divided by 60. So, bali, 55 divided by 6 magiging 9. 9 times 6 equals 54. Bali, 540. Ano po? And then, 558 minus 540, this will become 18. And then, bring down the next 0. No? Bale, ito na po yung decimal point. So, we continue dividing. Ano po? So, 180 divided by 60. This will become 3. And then, 3 times 60, magiging 180. And then, we're done. So, ibig sabihin po, yung quotient po ay 9.3. And 9.3 is the number of kilometers na na-cover or nilipad ng plane sa loob ng 1 minute. Isang minuto, 9.3 kilometers. Ayan yung nilipad ng eroplano. Okay? So, the answer is 550 kilometers per hour for speed and then 9.8 kilometers for 1 minute. And then that's all for today about planes, and I hope you have learned something. So, practice lang ng practice mag-solve ng ganitong klaseng problems on your own. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and follow me also on my TikTok account. Stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day to all.